UvaldeRadio.net is your concert station. There you go. Beach, please. Kevin Fowler. Hopefully we'll hear that one live coming up Thursday evening. House Pasture Cattle Company in beautiful Concan. The weather is wonderful. The world's kind of coming back into shape. And we've got Frio River Music Fest Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Kevin Fowler Thursday, Friday Parker McCullum, and then Saturday Randy Rogers Band. And to talk all about it and kind of catch up on the last crazy year, with me on the phone, the one and only legendary Kevin Fowler. Hey.
Let the crowd go crazy.
Yeah, right. Where the crowd's been, right?
Haven't heard that in a while. What a year, huh?
Yeah, crazy, man. So, Kevin, I mean, obviously, pandemic. I spent the last year talking to lots of Texas country artists, although we haven't really connected yet, and we've heard a lot of different stories as to what people, how they were staying busy. What the heck have you been doing for the last year, man?
Man, I mean, I've been kind of being lazy. I was planning on getting a record done during COVID, and that didn't happen, but here we go. We're working now, getting after it, and we just getting back to work now. We last year, was pretty much just a waste in our industry. We barely even played, but and things are looking up. We're busy this month, and through the rest of the summer, we're pretty busy. So, yeah, it's cool. It was a nice little break, but by June, I was ready to come back to work.
Now, I think the general consensus with a lot of the folks I talk to within the Texas country music scene is that the smaller acts, the ones that just kind of get out there with just their guitar and their voice and do a gig on a patio, a lot of those artists maybe flourished a little bit because that's all we could do. But artists like yourself, man, who has a bus and a full crew, and you're used to playing the big festivals and whatnot, I'm sure that really, really impacted you to a much higher degree. How was it on you personally and the rest of the crew and all that? How did you guys make it work?
I think you hit it right on the head. A lot of the younger, the upstarts and the guys that, their payroll and everything is crazy. I think they actually did gain some ground last year, but, all those old parts that, have big crews and bus and everything, we couldn't really afford to play, so we had to kind of sit at the house a little bit. But, it was cool. My guys, I didn't lose one single band member or crew member during COVID.
Great.
We were able to limp by, and man, I'm just lucky, that I didn't lose any guys, and we're back at it again. But, man, I'm going to tell you, it was a beat down there for about 8 months. The musicians, it was really hard. It was a hard road there for a while for guys, figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to make a living, how they're going to put food on the table.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, I mean, I don't want to pry into your finances or anything, but, I know you do well. You're always on the road, man. So, do you have any other, ventures on the side that kind of helped pad, the income a little bit?
Oh, yeah, I own a lot of real estate, so that's kind of my...
Nice, all right.
Saving grace this year, but still, it was a beat down just also, just psychologically, just being stuck at home.
Mm-hmm.
We've been on the road. We've been on the road nonstop since '98.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first break I've had since first break I've had that long since I was in high school. So the break was nice, but man, it's a priority to get back to work, not only just financially, but just mentally. You get home and get depressed. You're like, man, I'm ready to go. If you're not doing anything constructive, it's hard to stay motivated. I think everybody is chomping at the bit to get back on stage, and Thursday we will give you a year's worth of show in one night.
If you had to pick one positive thing that came out of the pandemic, I know that at least, like guys like yourself who are always working, always doing, always creating, and then this was, again, kind of a forced vacation. Did you find one thing that you got to connect to, whether it was, better family ties or, get some honeydews done, or maybe, was there something that you kind of got off that list that you had almost a year off,
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of positives to it, too. I got to spend more time with my kiddos.
Okay, nice.
And, I really think it was good for me just mentally. We've been going nonstop for 20-something years without more than, a week off, and we don't take 1 or 2 weekends off a year. So it was nice for me to just kind of recharge the batteries, kind of reset, rethink everything. And also, man, I think we were kind of burnt out a little before,
Mm-hmm.
But just another show. It's like, man, you really appreciate your fans, and you appreciate, everything that you have. There were some silver lining to the cloud,
Well, very good. Again, the show coming up this Thursday, March 18th. Kevin Fowler in concert at House Pasture Cattle Company, of course, in lovely Concan in Uvalde County. Go to housepasture.com to get those tickets. They are going very quickly, so you want to get in on that. Now, Kevin, outside of Frio River Music Fest, you looking forward to some cool dates? Go ahead and mention. I mean, I know you can do that big festival with Krager. What's in the future?
Man, we got the big Cabo Fest, and it's just about sold out. That's in June. Looking forward to that. BigCoupleFest.com. Little shameless plug. Me and Roger Krager do our Dos Borrachos thing down there every year, and actually he and I are starting to kick off doing some more Dos Borrachos shows this year. And man, we're just getting busy. I'm trying to get my head straight to start recording again. And it's just I'm just anxious to get back to work and get out there and to see the people and not be hiding at home.
Right.
Baby, let's go.
Hey, speaking of Roger, man, I think I just saw on his social media that he just welcomed in a brand new baby, right?
Yeah, he got his first little baby girl there.
So are you like Uncle Kevin now? Tell me how that, because I know you guys are real close, man. Have you got a chance to meet the baby? How is all that going to affect y'all being rock stars?
I have not. I'm not met little Audrey yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure I will pretty soon. I think we're starting up some Dos Borrachos stuff next month, so I'm sure we'll get to see her. I told him, don't be scared. I've got 3 daughters. Between me and my fiance, we have 5 daughters. No
wow.
boys. So I got this daughter thing figured out. If you have any concerns, just give me a call. We'll talk you off the cliff. It'll be good.
When you think of Roger Krager and Kevin Fowler talking, you think of them in a bar, doing shots just like your videos depict you. But, it's another thing, when you're talking about kids and daughters and, honeydews, and it's fantastic, man. So best of luck to both of you guys as parents. But I had another question real quick, man. I know you're busy, but the freeze, how did that affect you? You said you got some property. Obviously, we all lost a week, man. What did you find yourself doing during the freeze?
Luckily I didn't have any work right then because I was a plumber for about 4 days there. We had 13 breaks at our river properties that I had to go fix. It was cool. Our pool still looks like a lagoon right now. I can't find any parts or anything. So I was just talking with the pool guy this morning. He's like, "You're just going to have to wait it out, buddy." But it's crazy. That was something I've been living down here for 30 years, and I haven't seen nothing like that. And that was
I think I saw something on your social media where you guys were like baking, like in a grill. Is that what I saw?
Yeah, the oven was electric and it wouldn't work, so we were using the old gas grill out back for a oven, making biscuits and stuff. It's actually kind of cool. It's kind of like camping out.
Yeah. No, hey, I learned a lot, man. It was, and we're Texas tough. So, I was a little embarrassed by how whiny a lot of us Texans got. But a lot of us, we learned to improvise, and, we were rubbing sticks together, starting fires and doing it old school. It was like camping for a few days,
It was. It was kind of adventure at our house, when the electric would go out, we'd just all huddle around the fireplace. And, nobody could, people weren't on the phones and the TVs the whole time. So that was actually a blessing in disguise.
And related to the freeze, if I'm not mistaken, there was a really cool, like, heartstring tugging video where it had a lot of footage of the freeze and how Texas came together. What's the story behind that? And didn't you guys weren't you involved in a little bit of fundraising too?
That song of ours, Texas Forever.
Yes.
We thought this just kind of sums up this whole thing. This whole Texas coming together. And, if you haven't seen, check it out. Kevin, Texas Forever video. We're raising money for food bank across the state. It's just a really cool deal, and it just seemed like the perfect time to put together a video, just all the snapshots of all the stuff going on in Texas at the time. And all the way back to Hurricane Harvey, whenever something crazy goes on here, Texans always seem to rally and come together and kick our way through it.
Yeah, definitely go find that video, Texas Forever, at kevinfowler.com and make a donation to benefit food banks. So really cool. It's always neat that you're always willing to get involved in some cool stuff like that helps out, especially here in Texas. Again, this show is this Thursday, March 18th. Kevin Fowler live at House Pasture Cattle Company. Now, how many shows have you got under your belt since the pandemic? Is this going to be one of the first, or have you already knocked off the rust, you and the band?
We've done probably 10 or 15 in the last couple of months.
Cool.
They're just really small stuff, so this will be nice. This will be outdoors and social distance. They got several acres there, so we're gonna have a big crowd. First big crowd I think we'll be in front of in almost a year. You know, it's a year this week that we played when the whole thing hit the fan. You know, so I think this will be the biggest show we've played since last February.
Yeah, I know everybody down here in Uvalde County is absolutely excited about it. It's going to be great to see a full, live show, especially with you, one of our favorites. What can we expect at the show? You going to unveil any new stuff, or are you going to stick to the hits?
Man, well, we're going to play a little bit of everything. You know, we can't get by without playing Beer Bait and Ammo, 100% Texas, and all the old stuff. Lord loves the drinking man. You know, but we're going to start working in some new stuff over the next couple of weeks. So we may throw one in there that night. Maybe get a little Beach Please going for the spring break vibe, you know?
That's right. I'll bring my beach ball. It'll be awesome, man. Well, hey, Kevin, thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us. We look forward to seeing you this week, Thursday night, House Pasture Cattle Company. And, of course, again, the tickets, housepasture.com. You can also get information on Kevin's website as well. Let's go ahead and do some more music. We do one of my favorites. It's Pound Sign. And anything else you got to plug, man, before I let you go?
Man, everybody come on. We are going to have a good time. I guarantee it is on.
All right, here it is. It's your concert station, UvaldeRadio.net.